To be enlightened is to have knowledge or understanding of something beyond that of the common person. An enlightened individual is called an illuminatus in Latin, the plural is illuminati. One could be enlightened, illuminated, in one field while remaining ignorant in others. Furthermore, there can exist degrees of illumination in any particular field, such that one person can have attained some degree of illumination in that field, while another can have attained an even greater degree of illumination in that same field. One can be illuminated in a rather limited, narrow field of expertise, with a limited scope of application, or one may be well versed in a host of subjects or fields of endeavor, with a subsequently much wider field of application. Obviously, the wider the scope of one's knowledge and understanding and the wider the scope of application of such knowledge and understanding, the greater will be one's overall degree of illumination. One can work to become well versed in the proper methods for attaining enlightenment or illumination. This entails proficiency in the proper acquisition, integration, and application of knowledge. Ultimately, this encompasses all aspects of understanding and acting in accordance with reality. The study of the proper acquisition, integration, and application of knowledge is psionics. The term, psionics, like the word science, is based upon a Latin word meaning, to know. Psionics entails a strict adherence to self-honesty, reality and reason. Psionics, like science itself, skeptically applies and combines experience and reason. The resultant empiricorationality becomes the epistemological framework for all knowledge and understanding. Through the use of psionics, one can attain the highest degree of enlightenment possible. This ultimately includes those forms of enlightenment which are often mistakenly referred to as spiritual enlightenment, but which would more properly be termed transcendental enlightenment. The opposite of psionics is mysticism. The word mysticism has roots in Latin and Greek words meaning mystery. Mystery is the opposite of knowledge. To be mystified is to be bewildered or confused. Mysticism, then, refers to any sort of ineffective, non-reality-based methodology or approach to the acquisition of knowledge and understanding. Instead of knowledge, the fruits of mysticism are confusion, ignorance, unhappiness, and ultimately death. One of the most valuable applications of psionics is the defense of one's thinking against mysticism. Various groups throughout history have claimed to have some special, secret, or hidden knowledge, and that by using this knowledge they can essentially control the world or at least exert considerable influence upon the world. Many of these groups often further claim to be associated with one another in some way. The general thrust of these claims is that these various groups are actually all part of, or offshoots of, a single, ancient organization, now simply known as the Illuminati. Some of these purported Illuminati groups promulgate information which could be labeled as pseudo-illumination, false paths of enlightenment, littered with a variety of mystical, superstitious, and contra-reality concepts. Some of these groups actually are complete fakes, with no ties to the Illuminati at all. Others are tactical misdirections employed by the Illuminati where open revelation would be counterproductive and such tactical misdirection is necessary. Groups make false claims of Illuminati association, and promote their own particular brands of pseudo-illumination for a variety of reasons. Here are just a couple. 1. To attempt to discredit the Illuminati by promoting or engaging in unflattering or even evil ideas or activities. 2. To promote their own agenda assisted by the unearned status gained by their fictitious Illuminati association. The Illuminati itself has strategically employed misdirection through the promotion of various forms of pseudo-illumination throughout its history. This has been done for different reasons. 1. To protect the Illuminati and its members in situations where openly revealing the Illuminati's true illumination and objectives would have led to persecution. 2. To decrease the destructive aspects of mystical forces in society by promoting alternative, far less destructive mysticisms to incurable mystics. Some individuals are so attached to mysticism that it is much more efficient and effective to redirect their mystical thinking by means of replacing it with less destructive forms of mysticism, rather than attempting to directly attack their mysticism with simple pure empiricorationality. This technique is so effective that it often, but not always, does ultimately lead to the reduction or even complete elimination of mysticism. These replacement mysticisms are called eumysticisms, from Greek words meaning good mysticisms. 3. To determine the effect that various ideas have upon society, as a means of gathering accurate information before making and ultimately implementing vital plans. 4. To prevent the dissemination of powerful secrets from destructive individuals and groups. The pseudo-illumination of the Illuminati is most commonly embodied in forms of eumystical Gnosticism. Whereas the term psionics is derived from a Latin word meaning to know, the term Gnostic is similarly derived from a Greek word meaning knowledge. The Illuminati itself can generally be divided into two distinct levels or branches, the Gnostic Illuminati and the Scio-Illuminati. 1. The Gnostic Illuminati. The Gnostic Illuminati performs the role of Pythagoras's acousmatikoi, described later. This has been the public or introductory face of the Illuminati for millennia. The Gnostic Illuminati promoted various forms of pseudo-illumination, primarily in the form of eumystical Gnosticisms. New members of the Illuminati traditionally have been admitted into the Gnostic Illuminati. During their membership in the Gnostic Illuminati they then have been secretly evaluated for fitness for further progression into the Scio-Illuminati. This evaluation depends upon many criteria, including one's reaction to Gnostic eumysticisms, in particular, the expression of recognition of the illogic or inconsistency of certain Gnostic eumysticisms is considered part of the criteria necessary for promotion into the Scio-Illuminati. 2. The Scio-Illuminati. The Scio-Illuminati performs the role of Pythagoras's mathematikoi, described later. This is the true hidden upper echelon of the Illuminati, the keepers and teachers of its true knowledge and goals. The Scio-Illuminati are the true leaders of the Illuminati. Mysticism is anathema to the Scio-Illuminati. They are immune to being manipulated through mystic control, although they do employ eumystic control to manipulate others where necessary. Psionics allows one to recognize all forms of mysticism, and all forms of pseudo-illumination, including Gnosticism. Only those who operate and think without mysticism, in full accordance with psionics, can ever be admitted into the Scio-Illuminati, the true bearers of the light of illumination. The time of our revelation is now. The following questions can now be answered. 1. What is the nature of the illumination of the Illuminati? 2. What are the objectives of the Illuminati? 3. Why has the Illuminati operated in secrecy? 4. What is the history of the Illuminati? Thank you for watching. Please help spread our message by liking and sharing this video, and by subscribing to our channel. Please also visit and register on our website, Scio-Illuminati.com. Support our revolution, and join us in the growing light of knowledge and liberty.